The man in front of the truck felt something was wrong. The truck was clearly overweight, but when he opened the container, there was nothing inside. He even stepped into the container to check it himself, but still found nothing. At first, he thought there might be a problem with the equipment, but then he noticed the driver's nervous eyes, as if he was hiding something. So the man walked back outside and looked again. He realized something strange. The container seemed bigger on the outside than it looked from inside. To test his idea, he ordered one of his men to stand at the far end of the container and fire a gun. As expected, the bullet came from the middle section. That meant there was a hidden space inside the container. Inside that hidden compartment, the refugees grew nervous, but the man did not attack right away. Instead, he shouted loudly, saying anyone who came out would be given food and water. No one answered. The inside stayed completely silent. Just as he was about to lose patience and give the order to fire, a blonde girl slowly stepped out. The man quickly told his soldiers to lower their weapons and walked forward to greet her. The girl thought she was about to be rescued, but the next second, the man pulled the trigger without hesitation. She died on the spot, killed by his lie, and none of the others survived either. In the end, only one woman, hiding on top of a wooden crate, lived, and a small dog that ran outside. Strangely, the man showed kindness to the dog. The soldiers then cleaned up the bodies and washed away the blood on the floor. As the container doors closed, the woman inside broke down in tears. She had thought she was safe, but this was only the beginning of the nightmare. The container was loaded onto a cargo ship. Not long after, the ship ran into a violent storm. She cried for help, but the crashing waves were too loud. No one could hear her. The ship flipped over, and the container was thrown into the ocean. When the woman woke up again, she saw through a bullet hole that she was drifting at sea. Things got worse after all the shaking. She was going into labor. To make things worse, water started to leak into the container through the bullet hole. She had to stop it somehow. Pushing herself through the pain, she searched for anything useful and soon found a roll of tape. She used it to stop the leak, but the tape would not hold forever. She pried open a crate above her. Inside were meal boxes. That gave her an idea. She moved all the wooden crates to one side so the water would flow to the end without bullet holes. Then she used rubber tubes from the meal boxes to make a simple drainage system. For now, the crisis was over. But just as she finished everything, pain tore through her stomach. In the heavy rain, she gave birth to her child in pain. The baby was healthy. But in this harsh place, how could she give him enough milk to survive?